Okay, Chirag.
Yes, sir.
Next question. What is the function of digestive enzymes? What is the function of digestive enzymes? Answer. Digestive enzymes help to break down. Digestive enzymes help to break down large, large and insoluble, large and insoluble food molecules, insoluble food molecules into small soluble molecules, into small soluble molecules. Example, enzyme, comma, enzyme, comma, amylase, enzyme, comma, amylase breaks down starch. Amylase breaks down starch, and enzyme trypsin break down proteins. Amylase breaks down starch, and enzyme trypsin breaks down proteins. So next question. how is the how is the small intestine designed to absorb digested food? How is small intestine designed to absorb digested food? Full stop. Answer. The small intestine, the small intestine is the main region, main region for the absorption. The small intestine is the main region for the absorption of digested food. Absorption of digested food. Full stop. The inner lining of the inner lining of the small intestine, the inner lining of the small intestine is covered. The inner lining of the small intestine is covered by millions of tiny finger-like projections, tiny finger-like projections called villi, 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 villi. Full stop. The presence of villi, the presence of villi gives the inner walls. The presence of villi gives the inner walls of the small intestine, of the small intestine, a very large surface area. Small intestine, a very large surface area for the absorption of digested food, for the absorption of digested food. Full stop. Next question. Next question, Chirag. Name the parts of the human digestive system. Name the parts of the human digestive system where digestion of food, where digestion of food does not take place. Name the parts of the human digestive system where digestion of food does not take place. Answer. In the human alimentary canal, in the human alimentary canal, comma, the parts where digestion of food does not take place, where digestion of food does not take place. Esophagus, comma, large intestine and anus. Esophagus, comma, large intestine and the anus. Next question. Compare the function. Compare the function of the small intestine and the function of large intestine. Compare the function of small intestine and the function of the large intestine. Answer. In the small intestine, comma, in the small intestine, comma, the complete digestion, the complete digestion of food, the complete digestion of food takes place. Complete digestion of food take place, followed by the absorption of nutrients, followed by the absorption of nutrients. Full stop. However, comma, in the small intestine, comma, the complete digestion of food take place, followed by the absorption of nutrients. Full stop. However, comma, in the large intestine, however, comma, in the large intestine, comma, salts, vitamins, and water. Salts, comma, vitamins, and water are absorbed from the undigested food, from the undigested food, and is stored till it is not removed, still till it is not removed through the anus, Next question, short question. Which substance break down? Which substance breaks down starch? Which substance breaks down starch? Answer will be amylase. Answer will be amylase. Full stop. What is the composition of gastric juice? What is the composition of gastric juice? What is the composition of gastric juice? Question mark. The gastric juice, the gastric juice secreted by the gastric glands, gastric juice secreted by the gastric glands of the stomach, gastric glands of the stomach includes HCl, pepsin and mucus. HCl, pepsin and mucus. Full stop. Next question. What is the function? What is the function of the enzyme pepsin? What is the function of the enzyme pepsin? Pepsin, answer, pepsin is a protein digestive enzyme. Pepsin is a protein digestive enzyme. Full stop. It is responsible. It is responsible for the breakdown. It is responsible for the breakdown of proteins into peptones. Proteins into peptones. Full stop. Next question. What would happen? What would happen if HCl is not secreted? What would happen if HCl is not secreted? Answer. If HCl is not secreted, by the gastric glands, if HCl is not secreted by the gastric glands, comma, if HCl is not secreted by the gastric glands, comma, then pepsin will not be activated. Then pepsin will not be activated. Full stop. This will inhibit, INHIBIT, inhibit the process of digestion. Inhibit the process of digestion of proteins in the stomach. Proteins in the stomach. Next question. Next question. Hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is very acidic. Bracket pH 2 bracket close. First bracket open, pH -2 bracket close. But does not erode, ERODE, but does not erode the inner lining of the stomach wall. Inner lining of the stomach wall. Why? Hydrochloric acid is very acidic but does not erode the inner lining of the stomach wall. Why? Answer. Hydrochloric acid is very acidic. Hydrochloric acid is very acidic, but does not erode, ERODE, erode the inner lining of the stomach wall. inner lining of the stomach wall because because the mucus because the mucus protects the mucus protects the inner lining of the stomach. Mucus protects the inner lining of the stomach from the action of acid. Inner lining of the stomach from the action of acid under normal condition. Under normal condition. Full stop. Next question. Energy is required. Energy is required by an organism. Energy is required by an organism even during sleep. Even during sleep. Why? Even during sleep. Why? Even during sleep. Why? Answer. While asleep, while asleep, comma, all biological activities, all biological activities are continuously, all biological activities continuously occurring, comma, which require energy, which require energy, which require energy. Full stop. Next question. Chemosynthetic mode of nutrition. Chemosynthetic mode of nutrition is different from photosynthetic mode. Chemosynthetic mode of nutrition is different from photosynthetic mode. In which way? In which way? Answer. In chemosynthetic, comma, in chemosynthetic, comma, mode of nutrition, mode of nutrition, an organism utilizes chemical energy. An organism utilizes chemical energy to synthesize organic materials, to synthesize organic materials, comma, whereas in photosynthetic mode, whereas in photosynthetic mode, autotrophs require light energy. Autotrophs require light energy. Autotrophs require light energy. Full stop. Acha. Next question. In an experiment, comma, in an experiment, comma, saliva is added to the test tube. Saliva is added to the test tube containing pieces of bread, containing pieces of bread. Full stop. What will be the result? What will be the result? Answer. Salivary amylase. Salivary amylase present in saliva. Salivary amylase present in saliva will break down carbohydrate, will break down carbohydrate present in bread, into simple sugars, full stop. Next question. Name the enzyme, which initiates the protein digestion in infants, Answer. Renin, R-E-N-I-N, renin is the enzyme. Renin is the enzyme, which initiates the protein digestion, in stomach in infants. So answer is renin is the enzyme which initiates the protein digestion in stomach in infants. Full stop. Next question. Why does acidity problem occur? Why does acidity problem occur? Answer. Problem of acidity occurs when cells of the inner lining of stomach produce large amounts of acid, than is actually needed by our stomach, full stop. This causes burning sensation, just above and below the stomach, full stop. Next question. What is the primary requirement? For pancreatic enzymes to act? What is the primary requirement for pancreatic enzymes to act? Answer. the primary requirement the primary requirement for pancreatic enzymes for pancreatic enzymes to act is the presence of alkaline medium is the presence of alkaline medium in the small intestine full stop. This is aided by bile, which is alkaline in nature. This is aided by bile, which is alkaline in nature. Full stop. Next question. Name the movement. Name the movement of food. Name the movement of food all along the gut. All along the gut. GUT. Answer. The lining of the alimentary canal. The lining of the alimentary canal had muscles. Has muscles. The lining of the alimentary canal has muscles which contract rhythmically to push the food forward. Full stop. This movement is known as peristalsis. This movement is known as peristalsis. Full stop.
Sir, this movement is known as के बाद spelling.
A patient in hospital. A patient in hospital had his gallbladder removed. Had his gallbladder removed and needs a special diet. Needs a special diet. Full stop. Which nutrient free diet would be suitable for this patient Answer. The diet free from fat. The diet free from fat would be suitable for the patient whose gallbladder is removed. Full stop. It is because bile stored, stored in the gallbladder. The bile stored in the gallbladder helped in the help in the digestion of fat, help in the digestion of fat. Full stop. Next question. What do you mean? What do you mean by emulsification of fat? emulsification. Emulsification of fat. Answer: large fat globules, large fat globules are broken down. Large fat globules are broken down. Large fat globules are broken down into small uniformly small uniformly distributed uniformly distributed fat particles, distributed fat particles by the action of by the action of bile, by the action of bile salts, by the action of bile salts present in bile juice, present in bile juice. Full stop. This is called emulsification of fat. This is called emulsification of fat. Next question. What is guard cell? Answer: each stomatal pore, P-O-R-E, each stomatal pore is surrounded, each stomatal pore is surrounded by a pair, by a pair of guard cells, by a pair of guard cells that control that control their opening and closing, opening and closing by the inflow and outflow of water, by the inflow and outflow of water. Full stop. Next question. Write the functions of the following in the alimentary canal. Write the function of the following in the alimentary canal. State the function of the following in the alimentary canal. First one is liver. Liver. Answer: the cells of liver secrete, the cells of liver secrete bile juice. The cells of liver secrete bile juice, which helps in emulsification of fats, which helps in emulsification of fats. Full stop. It also makes the acidic food it also makes the acidic food coming from the stomach, coming from the stomach, it makes the acidic food coming from the stomach into alkaline, into alkaline. Second part, gallbladder. Gallbladder function. Gallbladder stores, gallbladder stores and concentrates. Gallbladder stores and concentrates the bile juice produced by the liver, produced by the liver. Full stop. Okay, Chirag. Let it be up till here. No issue with that. बाकी के चीज मैं आपको भेज दूंगा.